Hey guys, so Tony Lynn here. Today I'm making a really important video, at least to me it's really important, because it's about the changes I've had in the last couple months and how crazy, big they are, and how some are good and some are bad, but you just have to look at the bad ones in a positive light. And I feel like I've recently just come into learning about how to be positive because I used to be so Coraline's looking at me like, Mom, you're such a good girl for being positive, huh, baby girl, huh? You guys are like, you're crazy, Tony Lynn. Anyway, I am happy, and I have not been able to say that honestly in a while. I mean, not a really long time because I feel like I'm always a happy person. I feel like everyone has happy moments and a happy family and happy friends, at least one happy part of their life. But I just feel like right now in my life, everything is happy. Everything's coming together and I'm loving it. I love it. I feel like the only thing that I'm working on right now is myself and my happiness. And I think it's nice. Like, I'm always worried about other people's happiness or how other people will think of me. And I'm not really worried about that so much anymore. I'm more worried about, myself, which is like super selfish to say, but I love it. Like, it's nice for once. Also, another thing that is a pretty huge thing in my life. Oh my, okay, there we go. A pretty huge thing in my life. I have gained, let's see, I've gained a significant amount of weight, probably 25 pounds, I'd say, 25 pounds in about since December. So it's like April right now. I don't know how many months it is. Count it. I've gained a significant amount of weight. And the reason I'm happy about this is because I used to be too skinny. I used to be so strict about my diet, and it was a healthy diet for a really long time. I did the diet for almost a year, or no, like a year and a half actually. Yeah, I did the diet for quite a while. It was just my way of living. It wasn't really a diet anymore. And basically I ate all natural. I didn't eat any bread. I didn't eat any added salt or sugar. I just ate fruit, vegetables, milk. I didn't eat any other dairy but milk and eggs. And then chicken, white meat. So that was interesting. For the first year or so, I was really healthy. I would go work out every once in a while. I even started doing yoga for a little bit, and that's when I first got into yoga, which I'm going to talk about a lot bit more in this video because yoga is like a really big part of my life right now. Meditating, all that jazz. But we'll get into that later. Where am I? Oh yeah, okay. So I was eating really healthy for about half the time I was eating this way. And then during the beginning of the summer, my boyfriend that I'm with now, I've been with him for like, I don't know, almost 3.5 years. At the beginning of the summer, we did split. We split up, and it was really a sad time for me. It was really horrible, but I gained so much from it, and I learned so much about myself. But like I said, it was really hard. And I did go through a bit of a depression. Although I had some of the best times during that summer, I also was very depressed and didn't know what I was doing. And I kind of just stopped eating, which was horrible. I got down to 115. I'm about 5'5". I was 115, I was like Tumblr, thin faux dream. I had a gap between my thighs and my hip bones, all that good stuff. I was basically just worried about my appearance, what other people thought of me. I wanted to be the fun girl. I wanted to be spontaneous, and I wanted to look cute, and I was just focusing on all the wrong things. I was just focusing on having other people look at me and like me and, all that jazz. which to an extent I will always do, and I always have done, and everyone will always do. But I was just way too into it, and I wouldn't say I was anorexic, because I think that's more of a mental disorder. You don't really get over anorexia. I think I was just depressed. I think I was just sad, and that's an outcome of depression, is difference in appetite, whether you're eating a lot or eating a little. I think I was just eating very little. I was very skinny. One of my friends saw me that hadn't seen me. They saw me at the end of summer, and they hadn't seen me since the beginning of summer, and they were like, Tony Lynn, you need to eat. You look disgusting. Like, it was disgusting. I looked disgusting. And although some people might be like, a lot of girls my age are like, yeah, 115, that's the best weight, that's healthy, that's whatever. That was not healthy. That was so unhealthy. And I'm not saying that it was any better than going and eating a Big Mac every day, 2 times a day. I'm not saying it's any worse. I'm just saying it just wasn't good, and I wasn't happy. I was basically living off of coffee. I was living off of coffee and like milk. And that was horrible. It was kind of just a way to get attention. When I got back with my boyfriend at the end of summer, I was still eating the way that I had been eating, but I was definitely a lot more happy, and just with myself, with obviously my relationship, I was glad we were back together, because it wasn't a good time when we were apart, as far as, I missed him a lot, and he's a part of me, so it was like I didn't have that part of me to be like, you need to eat, you need to be normal, you don't need other people's acceptance 24/7, and I missed that. Anyway, so during December, I went to my doctor for a checkup, and she told me the way I was living was very unhealthy, that I was underweight. It was just bad. She was, it wasn't like, oh my God, you need help, but she was like, you're eating very healthily, but you're not eating enough. You need to eat more substantial things. So I started eating bread and cheese. Healthy enough, right? Like, bread and cheese is not bad. Bread and cheese turned into, oh, well, it's Christmas Eve. I'll just have like one cookie. When else am I going to have this cookie? Oh, it's Friday. Why not? I just got out of school. Oh, so little by little I started eating normal things. My boyfriend works at Subway. He started bringing me sandwiches, stuff like that. Until now, probably for like 2 or 3, probably 3 months, I'd say, I've just been eating whatever, and although it's not healthy, I want to say I eat healthy right now. I live in a house filled with boys. I live with 5 boys, or no, 1, 2, 4 boys and a girl. I live with a whole bunch of teenage boys, and all they eat, like, they're like, oh, you guys, let's go to 7-Eleven for like dinner, like, so, I mean, very unhealthy lifestyle, usually, but I like to keep an eye on my food, but what I'm trying to say is I'm not stressing so much about, oh, you want to go out to dinner? Oh, no, I can't, because I'm a freak and I don't eat normal food, like the rest of everyone. I was basically on the raw food diet, and for almost 2 years. It was not working. That does not work. I was not happy. So yeah, that's that. I'm very happy I gained weight. I feel much better now that I can just go out and eat with my friends, or go, or accept people, and their gifts. Like, if someone's like, oh, I made you a birthday cake, and I don't have to be like, oh, can't eat it, sorry. Like, that was the most awkward thing ever when I had to do that. Okay, anyway, 8 minutes. You guys, 9 minutes. You guys are like, what the heck? Why am I still here? If you're still here, you are a champion. Okay, next thing, last thing, yoga, meditating. It's amazing. What can I say? I've started doing it not regularly. I do work in fast food, so my schedule, my daily schedule, I don't have one. I'm basically scheduled whenever, and I work whenever, and that's about it. So I don't have like, okay, wake up at 7, do this, do that, do that, do that, and then I get out of school at this time. It's not like that for me. It's like different every day. So I've been doing yoga when I can, sometimes in the morning, which I love, and then sometimes at night, which is a little bit harder for me to get through. I think just because I'm tired of working 8 hours at fast food, I'm like, I do not want to be doing yoga right now. But I know it's good for me, and once I'm done, I do feel so much better and relaxed, and I just love it. Yoga and meditating every night before bed, I just like to at least take like 2 or 3 minutes to myself. I'm always with someone. Always, always, always. Actually, this is the first time I've been in this house alone. Like, oh, okay. I thought the whole computer died. I was like, I just lost the whole video. I was so sad. Anyway, this has been the first time I've been in this house alone, for like months. I'm not joking. I've only been in this house alone one other time, and I live here. So, there's always people here, or people over, or people stopping by, and it's just, when I have, when I'm doing yoga, I can just say, okay guys, I'm going to be in the room for 45 minutes. I close the door, I turn off the lights, I do my yoga, and it's just time for myself, and it's time to remember that I'm important too. And that's one of the biggest things, even though I'm not 115 pounds anymore, even if I am not as spontaneous or crazy, or even if I don't get ready and put on my makeup and hair every day, I'm happier. I may not be what the regular person would think is beautiful every day, but my personality and my heart and my love for myself is so much brighter and happier, and I would rather have a beautiful soul than a beautiful face or beautiful body. So, I mean, I love my body. I really do. Like, yeah, of course, when I'm around skinny girls or my friends that are all into being skinny, I'm like, oh, wow, I should probably, work out. My arms are a little wiggly, but, of course, everyone's going to do that. And I mean, some people punish themselves for doing that, like, oh my God, I shouldn't make fun of myself. It's part of life. You're going to have things, oh, look at this hair. See, like, you're going to have things that just you don't understand about yourself. You're like, why am I this way? But you are. And if you can't make fun of yourself and your body and your whatever, acne, hair, whatever, everyone has something about themselves that isn't what they want. And dealing with that and accepting that, it's great. I love it. It's new to me. So, I mean, I still have days where I have to work on it, but for the most part, I'm very glad that I've gained weight and changed myself, not for, for my personality and for my head, inside my head, not what's outside of my head, it's the first time I think I've ever, focused on my soul and not my outside. I love it. That's all. This is a 15-minute video. I've been rambling. I don't have a video editor, so you probably have not been sitting through this, and you probably just get to the end. And I applaud you for that, because I would not be watching a 15-minute video or even skipping through it. So, alright, I love you guys. Comment below, tell me about your struggles or whatever. Yeah, so I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon, hopefully. Bye!